It's a beautiful Friday day. Today, grades are due, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget, I did pull grades yesterday, so if you're making changes today, you have to email me personally or send me a text and remind so I can fix those grades. But let's do this. Let's do this. Slope part two. So yesterday we started with slope. Today we're going to continue with it. Quick refresher. You should have had a little quiz on this yesterday. Let's go over that real quick. Remember, you always want to label your points first. X1. Oops, how was that? X2, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Put the formula there for you guys to be able to use it. M equals minus minus. Gonna use blue. And then you just put in these values incorrectly. Y2 goes first, that's negative 15. Y1 comes second, negative 16. X2 on the bottom, negative 7. And then lastly, 19. And then we just put it together. Negative 15 minus negative 16. Remember, do a numerator and then denominator. That gives me a positive 1. Check your calculator. Negative 7 minus 19. That gives me a negative 26, I believe. Yeah, that's a crazy slope. Over here, of course, I mentioned it in Thursday's video. I like to use the first 2 points. You can use whatever points you want. Just make sure you label correctly X's and Y's. X1, X2, Y1, Y2, and then use the formula. Very, very straightforward day, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to go by pretty quickly. And then you just put in the values. Let's keep it at blue. Y2's first, that's negative 5, minus Y1, negative 9, X2, 9, and then X1, 3. Negative 5 minus negative 9, that's a positive 4. 9 minus 3 is 6. That is your slope, but it's reducible. You have a nice fancy calculator or use the internet. 4 divided by 6 gives me a 2/3. All right. And the graph. Now, you can always do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me zoom in on this graph. Oh, I hate that I can't just zoom in. Let's go a little more. All right. Looking at this graph, I can look at these points. I mean, I recommend you do it so you can just use the formula, but there is a quicker way, and I'm about to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's negative 4 as my x. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 4 as my y. Then we have this point right here. Okay, this is 0 as my x. And then negative 1 as my y. Should use a different color. So yeah, I can definitely use x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I can use the formula, and then boom, 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 you get the answer. But there is a quicker way for when we're looking at graphs. Of course, this is only if you want to make it quick, fast, and easy. If you don't get it, it's okay to do the formula. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, how am I going to know what to do? First, I analyze what type of slope is this. It's going down, so either way, I know it's negative. Next, I'm going to do the rise over run. Might have heard about this already. Rise over run, it's either you go up or down and then to the right. In this case, since we're negative, negative means I'm going down and then to the right. So I just count how many spaces we do, starting with this point, going to the second point. So let's do it. Or we can even make a nice, beautiful line to make sure I'm doing it correctly. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5, why? Because we went down. Then to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to the right. My fraction is rise over run. So how many did I fall? -5, and we ran 4. Always up or down and then to the right. If you go to the left, that's only if you want to, but I never recommend it because you will get lost. So please, up or down and then to the right. But of course, like I said earlier, if you just want to use the coordinates, use the formula, do that. You can double check, it'll still work. All right, almost done. Different forms. Remember, it is easy to find out the slope from these two forms. Y equals mx plus b. We're just looking for my m, which is what's in front of my x. Let's do a couple examples. Y equals -2/3 x plus 5. Y equals 13 minus 4x. What is my slope? Whatever's in front of the x. Y equals 2/3 x plus 5. X is right here. That tells me, boom, that's my slope. Next, y equals 13 minus 4x, threw a little curveball right there. Who's my slope? Remember, it's the number or the value in front of the x, that coefficient. In this case, 13 doesn't have the x. I did a little curveball to you guys. Boom, x is right here. So that tells me my slope is, don't forget that minus sign turns that number negative, -4. Boom. Pretty straightforward for slope intercept. Pretty straightforward. Next, point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Okay. Remember, m is your slope. Lucky us, it's right in front of the x. Doesn't matter if it has parentheses or not, as long as it's in front of the x, that's your slope. I don't think we should do many examples on this because this is probably the easiest one ever. Y minus, no, let's do plus 5 equals 1.5 x minus 20. What's my slope for the x? Boom, 1.5. That's probably the only example I want to do because you either look at the parentheses or the x and boom, whatever's in front, that's your slope. Next one is a little difficult. Remember, we did this Thursday. This is your main focus. You need to learn how to convert. It is extremely important. Extremely important. Let's do like 2 examples, and then you do your quizzes and the choice board. 4x plus 5y equals -10. All right. Remember, first step, move x. Second step, divide my y. Okay. Border. Moving my x value. In this case, my x value is 4x. Moving that over turns into a -4x, bringing down that -10. or negative 10. Crosses out, bringing down this 5y. Next, I need to divide. What do I divide by? I divide my y. Boom, boom, boom. Who am I dividing by? The value in front of y, which is 5. 5, 5. No, these are going to turn into a 1, so we got my y equals, which is what I want. Putting this in the calculator, negative 4 divided by 5 does give me the same value. It's not reducible. X. Negative 10 divided by 5, please use your calculator. Negative 2. What is my slope for this equation? Have the x. Boom. Negative 4 over 5 is my slope. We haven't talked about this much, but I'm not sure if maybe it's in activities. This is my y-intercept. Just a heads up. Y-intercept. All right, one more example. I'm going to throw a curveball here. I like throwing curveballs. I love baseball. Astros all the way. No, we didn't cheat. I don't want to hear no one talk about that. No, we did not cheat. All right. One more example. Same type of problem. I'm going to throw a little curveball at you. 3y plus 8x equals negative 9. Again, we're moving our x, dividing by the y. Let's see if anybody catches the think. Moving the x. Right away, I know everybody's going to go after the 3. But is that my x? No, it's not. I threw a curveball. All I did was just switch them around. All right. Hopefully you caught it. I'm moving this 8x. Sorry. Moving this positive 8x. Moving the positive 8x turns into a negative 8x. I don't like that x, sorry. Bringing down the negative 9. This crosses out, no longer need it. Bringing down the 3y. And then we divide by the y. So 3, 3, 3. Should already know 3 divided by 3 is 1. Gives me my y equals. Check in your calculator or look it up online. Negative 8 divided by 3. Is it reducible? No, stays the same. Usually, most of the time, it will stay the same in Algebra 1, ninth grade. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. All right, what is my slope? Number in front of the x. Boom. Negative 8 over 3. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you take care of your Friday quiz. Make sure you do as much practice as possible. Have a terrific weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.